Hello, and welcome to the next episode of Reroll Expectations. On the previous episode, we leave off with the boys at Craigmart browsing the inventory, where Vilif buys the raid bands and the bag of everything you don't need. After deciding they've had all they need there, they meet up with the others and decide on the next move while cracking plenty of puns and plenty of jokes. They decide to go to the red light district after some banter and want to figure out what the red light district is. So they end up there and find themselves in a tavern called the Magic Touch, where Airman tries to retrieve some information from the bartender and also gets shot down. Hope you enjoy.
True. Well, Syria, I'm going to get back with my friends now. I'll talk to you later.
She sort of like giggles and watches you walk away.
A little kiss.
Could I go up to the bar and kind of set Gobert down and... excuse me, do you have anything for a cat? I don't know if it eats or not.
Oh, it's so cute! And she pulls out she goes and pulls out some cold milk and pours it in a little cup for your new feline friend. She goes, what's his name?
This is Gobert. Gobert came to me in a unorthodox way. We'll say that.
Oh, he's adorable, and sort of like just scritches the underside of his chin.
Sorry, I was just thinking. So the gnome's over here working for some girl, and Aiden literally pulled pussy out of him.
I wasn't even going for that. I literally just wanted to take care of Gobert. He's my boy.
So I'm going to get at the table with Shortwing and Rue. I'm going to say, they charge rooms by the hour here. I was asking to see if they have in rooms, but I don't think it works that way here.
I'm going to nod in the general direction to a relatively nude individual serving drinks to somebody at another bar.
My eyes go wide. Oh my god!
I don't think
The
this
city
is
of Kelith is a
ordinary
weird
inn.
place.
I could tell it's
You
not
must not
ordinary.
have caught on with your eyes constantly on that lady at the bar. Did she have anything good to say?
She said there might be some good information with the Weaver, but might be a little sketchy. And then the Judiciary. What was it? Judicar?
Justicar. The High Justicar.
The Justicar might have some texts that we can go over to kind of see why the alchemists are here or anything like that.
What?
Did she tell you how to gain audience with either of these individuals?
No, she didn't, but I'm sure I could figure it out.
Perhaps one of them may know about the location of my mother.
I do hope so. That is the top of mind for me.
Wasn't there a weaver of sort on the map?
Yeah, it's in District 6.
Good memory, Airman.
That big Harvard school.
That's right.
that big Harvard brain.
Prestigious.
So is Vilif over there wooing this girl with his
I'm just trying to take
cat
care of my
drinking
cat,
milk?
man. I'm just trying to take care of my
Maybe
cat.
she's a cat lady.
Yeah. Well, I've never had a pet. Do you know how to take care of this?
Well, you have to feed it, of course. I don't
Yes,
think cats
but-
normally eat milk, but I'm sure you can go to a general store and find some sort of food for it, things like that, Make sure it goes to the bathroom, keep some water with it, don't throw it into dangerous locations.
Right, yes, okay. And
Vilif
what
has a
sort of-
familiar for his soft interior.
Yes. Well, I think it's a living thing, so it needs a last name, right?
You think it's a living thing?
No, I know it's a living thing, but I think that means it needs a last name, correct?
I don't know if you normally give pets last names. I know I don't.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for...
What were you going to name this cat? Now I'm just curious for me.
I was gonna make it into a pickup line, but never mind.
Keep the ball rolling.
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna just like pet Gobert at the table.
What's on the menu for food tonight, by the way?
Oh, we don't serve food here for health concerns.
Right, fair enough.
There's another
Not-
sexual
not-
joke I'll just refrain from saying.
Not even some dirty chicken wings at like a buffet bar or something?
Apparently,
I really want
I
something
will say,
greasy and covered.
apparently
in
the
dirt.
best cheeseburger in
I will
Portland,
say-
Oregon is served at a strip club. Like, my friends were on tour in Portland.
I will say here in Orlando there is a 4-star steakhouse called Rachel's. Rachel's is also an adult bar that apparently just has a really nice steakhouse, just titties and steak.
Hey, who says you only need one business motto?
It's like peanut butter
Right.
and chocolate. All right.
So, are we all about to go up to the bar one at a time and hit on this lady? And see who-
No, I'm not hitting
No,
on this lady. I'm
no.
trying
I'd
to take
prefer
care
if
of my
you
cat.
didn't.
I'm 60
I
years
think-
old. I'm twice this woman's age.
It sounds like we got to make our way up to potentially the Weaver's Docks, which is on the
Yep.
other side of town.
Sounds like a good plot.
But it also, from what I recall, Jeff saying that was kind of like a sketchy
Yeah.
area. Was that right?
It could be a little
So you might
seedy.
want to tread lightly.
You guys
Perhaps there's.
will be fine. What's his face? Philip has glasses. He can intimidate anybody.
I'm also a badass, so we'll be fine.
All right, shall we make our way?
Sounds good to me.
All right. As you exit the bar and exit the Five Barrows district and begin your trek north, you walk into a massive plaza square with a bronze statue of a particularly handsome and distinguished alchemist with his hands behind his back and his gaze set north. Vilif, you recognize the statue is depicting Prime Justicar Desath, the current ruler of the alchemical domain. While you wouldn't have any direct involvement with the Prime Justicar, you've been in circles and know people that he knows, and you've heard okay things for him. And on all accounts, as far as you know, he's an all right dude. He's much better off than the people that you worked with in the military in the past.
Okay. Well, this is a very lovely statue. Yes. This is of the Prime Justicar Satar and the
Desath.
Desaf, and he's sort of the current leader of the Alchemists. Don't know him personally, but I've heard good things. Makes a mean mince pie, as far as I'm aware.
That's canon now.
Hold on,
You
let me
gotta
go pull up
stop letting me improv.
Yeah, he must have.
Is there anything else
All right.
of note in this
That's
square?
writ-
or
that
is
that
it
is
just-
written down.
mu-
That's now in stone.
So his
He makes a
backstory
nice
has to be that he
mince
was a peasant if he can make a good mince pie.
Behind the statue lies a huge steel wall with a wrought iron gate in the center. You can safely assume this is the Boltan stronghold, the massive citadel housed within the city walls. And then heading north into the old district, you find the general mood of the area to be much more calmer and safe, with few to no seedy areas and a general aura of safety. That's probably due to the fact that the alchemical army who patrols the streets of this and the docks nearby just keep the peace, essentially. And then towering above the city of Killarth itself is this most prominent landmark, the Onyx Spire, which is housed in the old district. And then finally, as you leave town and exit through the north gate of the city into what's known as Weaver's Docks, there is a distinct lack of guards in this area.
The Weaver's Docks says there's a distinct lack of guards.
Yes.
Is there anyone at all?
Yeah,
Timmy?
it's relatively populous. It looks pretty much the same as the rest of the city area, although, like I said, a little bit seedier. Things are not kept to as quite of a good condition as previously, and some ruffier people look to be walking around doing various things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does there and look like anyone? You said there's no guards, but does anyone kind of stand out? Like, is there anyone? Maybe there's wearing some kind of visible thing that would differentiate them from the rest of the people.
Like a big red neon sign that says, "I work for the Weaver."
Well, I don't know. Think about it. Like, you got fucking hoodlums and gangs and shit. They wear other colors.
Roll me a
I'm also
perception
looking
check.
around for Trey.
Fucking hoodlums.
Sure.
All right, perception.
You want me to roll a perception check as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a 17.
You definitely notice there are a few people who are keeping a pretty close eye on you, but they're smart enough to not make it super obvious. But they're kind of scattered throughout various merchant stands and people walking by and people staying at the corner, things like that. Sort of scattered about.
Generally suspicious people, but no one that really stands out.
It's a very small minority of people who all look equally sort
My
of
roll
seedy.
was a 15.
You don't happen to catch Trey offhand. You think you might see someone who looks similar to him walking down and turning to the left behind one of the buildings nearby, but you're not entirely sure if that's him or not.
I think I might have seen Trey, Assyria's brother, go down that alleyway.
Well, you shouldn't go alone. I'll come with.
Excellent.
I'll go. I'll stay with. Should we have weapons ready?
No, act casual.
No, that looks a little too hostile. We shouldn't stand out like that. People might get
Act
suspicious.
casual.
Just keep your wits about you.
All right. Well,
I'll turn into a cat too. Nobody can get mad at a guy with 2 cats.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna turn into a cat?
No, I'm just memeing.
I'm gonna activate my retractable claws and just sink.
I'll go down
Sure.
that alleyway with the crew in tow.
Yeah, you. It's not an alleyway; it's just a street. You walk down the street, you make the turn, and you think you see him again. You keep following a little bit further as you sort of like weave in and out of the building street, the streets here and there, a couple alleyways, and then you walk into a small plaza, and he's gone. The person you were trying to track is no longer there. But you do see a fairly large building in front of you called the Staggering Fool, which looks to be a tavern.
I think I lost him, but this tavern here might let us find where we need to go.
Taverns are always a good source of information.
Agreed. And liquor.
Well,
All right, let's do it. Let's go in.
absolutely.
The Staggering Fool, which is the largest tavern in this immediate area, is made up of timber and bricks with some couple of shuttered windows, most likely broken from ruffians in the area. The outside appearance is somewhat weathered due to how close it is to the sea itself, but once you enter it, it looks like a very finely furbished establishment. The patrons, although very rough-looking and gruff individuals, seem to be pretty peaceful and are all keeping to themselves. Behind the bar, a barkeep dressed in black leathers stands behind it as she scribbled into some ledgers.
I don't know if I fit in too well here. Rufus, I think this might be your territory.
He fit in at the titty bar, though.
Oh goodness, I suppose.
Can I cast guidance on him after I hear that and give him an
Sure.
extra? You get a 1d4 if you need to make a roll or anything.
A little pep up, a little pep in a step.
So we're looking for what was the guy's
Trey.
name again?
The Weaver is the person who is like the information broker of this
Well,
area, but
but also the person we were
Trey.
chasing.
Trey.
his name was Trey.
The
That's all you know.
Weaver
Trey,
is a woman.
who's the brother of someone who
What does trade look like? What did trade look like? I
I
can't
think
remember.
there was a description.
he was an alchemist as well.
Didn't specify.
just a
I didn't
random
give
guy.
Much of a description. Insert guy template here.
Okay. And does anyone recall what they were fighting
Because-
about in the bar?
No, we couldn't read.
It was
what
only
they
me
said.
and her, so
That's
I'll
right.
give everyone a rundown, kind of as I mentioned him, like their brother and sister, and he's starting to do work with the Weaver, and it's a little sketchy.
Oh, right.
So she's just upset that he's getting into some weird shit.
Yeah. So assuming we find how to find the Weaver, I'm sure we'll find him as well. Then, I guess.
He's leading us to the Weaver,
okay.
basically, with this.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, Jeff. Could you repeat who was at the bar? Some lady.
She is a woman dressed in black leathers who is scribbling into a small ledger.
Black leathers, eh? Woo.
No. You stole my ass's chaps. Give them back.
I didn't want to
Different
crack
bar.
that joke.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the bar and introduce myself.
She sort of looks at you and says, "How can I help you?"
Well, I like to have a drink first. I'm like clearly nervous because I'm not used to like having to be the smooth talker here.
She puts her ledger away in her back pocket and says, "What do you have? Beer? Ale?"
What would you recommend?
Listen, man, I just run the bar.
Ale's fine then. Ale's fine.
She reaches down and grabs a cup, fills it with some house beer, and hands it to you.
As I kind of like start sliding the gold over to her, I'm gonna kind of lean in and just like, there's a little extra there if you're willing to give me some information.
Oh my god.
She looks you dead in the eyes and says, "What do you want?"
Well, me and my compatriots were in search of the Weaver. Do you know how to gain audience with her?
As soon as you say the words "the Weaver," the person next to you at the bar sort of puts their hand on your hand and looks at you and just goes. And then you hear the woman behind the bar say, "We don't use that name in here. Any of her employees are not welcome in here in my establishment."
Why is that?
Because I don't quite like having crime in my business. I'm a business owner. I'd like to keep my place as a fine establishment, thank you very much.
Just a small business owner. Okay.
Clean books.
Well, if that's the case, could you potentially lead us in the right direction?
She just looks at you and says, "I can't help you with that. I run a clean business. I want no involvement with the Weaver and their schemes."
I'd like to run an insight check on her.
Sure.
See if she's telling the truth.
I guess meanwhile, I'm kind of talking to Vilif and Shortwing about, do you think it might be a good idea to get a room on the outskirts of town just to kind of avoid detection from the alchemist?
What was your role, buddy?
I don't know. I was waiting for him to stop talking.
Oh.
A guidance was a D4, correct? You can add
Yes.
that onto it? Okay. Not very good. It's a 6.
Jesus, with the D4?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
And a...
And a 3 on the D4. So
You can tell that she's definitely committed to her stand against having any sort of crime involvement in her establishment.
Can I
Okay.
walk up to the bar like with that, because I see Rufus kind of floundering, and with
Yeah.
my glasses.
I will say as you flounder your approach and Vilif starts to walk to the bar, the person next to you who had touched her hand gets up and leaves.
Okay.
Can I read his body language from the table? Or wherever I am currently at?
What are you looking for in his body language? Like, is he DTF? Is that what you're trying to do?
No. In a hurry, or like just something. I'm wondering
does
if
he seem sus?
Yeah, does he seem sus essentially? Because
Give me a perception check.
okay.
I'm
Sus
gonna
is a
walk up
perfect
to the
way of
bar.
putting it.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar and with the swagger of a
got
man with
a
11
dirty 20.
charisma.
A dirty 20. You definitely can tell that he's moving and grooving for a reason.
Okay. So as they are doing their bar thingy, I want to turn into a. Is he leaving?
Yes, he's
Clearly.
walking out of the bar.
Okay, so I want to get to the. I mean, they can finish what they're doing, but as he leaves, I'm gonna hesitate, and then I'm gonna walk out the door and see which direction he's gone, and then I would like to turn into. What is the like building structure around here? Is it very open or is it pretty like tight? Like
It's somewhat more narrow. There are some pretty tight alleyways.
so it's
here and
very
there.
like building. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna turn into a.
It's like the map shows you.
I'm gonna turn into a gray. Yeah, but I mean, I know in 6 there's like the upper area that's kind of spaced out. I'm gonna turn into a gray cat, and I'm going to
Sure.
like kind of stalk him, and then we can pick up on that maybe after they do whatever they do.
Sure.
I was
Ari?
just going to suggest to the fellas, maybe we should try to get a room on the outskirts of town, like over here, just to avoid detection from the alchemist military closer to the city.
I mean, you're only talking to one person. You're talking to
So no, I was
to Rufus.
no,
sorry,
no.
you're
This,
no one actually
this,
talking to yourself because
this happened
Everyone
while
else has
Rue
left.
was floundering at the bar. So me talking to Villif and Shortwing.
Okay, we can backstep
What could,
the.
what could
roll
I
call.
have possibly done differently here? Let's be honest.
Come on, guys. I came up with a good pun. I came up with a good pun.
I don't really like the vibe of this place. I think we could probably do something better, more inner city. Maybe something a little
I understand,
more higher
and
end.
I typically agree. I'm just a little worried about being that close to this alchemist detection. I know that they have great surveillance tools and everything like that. So that's just why I suggest more outskirts of town if possible.
I'm sure we could probably do it and be very cautious.
back to Villif, who is currently, we're all waiting with bated breath to what you have to say to this woman.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar, and with the swagger of a man with 11 charisma,
With glasses.
I'm gonna say, "We don't mean to bring anything bad into your bar, but," pull off the glasses very slowly, "we'd be barred out of our minds if you didn't give us the information we needed."
Nice.
Oh, I hate these glasses already. What have I done?
You did do a good person.
I'm gonna put the glasses back on, pull them off again, and then say, "And not helping us, well, that'd just be criminally rude."
Sure, give me your persuasion
Get the
check.
best lines for someone with
Yeah!
11 charisma.
You should not have given me these glasses.
Oh, I have 10 charisma.
That's
Are you
a 13 and a 14 on the die, so with my persuasion, that's a
Why
14.
are you rolling advantage, buddy? You only get to
Oh,
add
right.
your level.
Okay, so it's a 13 in those first one. 13, that's 18.
She looks at you up and down and tries to stifle her dry humor from your terrible joke and says, "Listen, I don't want any trouble in my bar. I'm sure if you walk out, you can find any number of people who work for the Weaver, but I am not one of them."
Fair enough. And I'll kind of tap Rufus on the shoulder. You want to borrow the glasses?
I don't think that would help, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Come on, they're pretty fucking good. I'm not good with wordplay, and they just sort of put the ideas in your head. It's really awesome.
You hold on to them, Villif. I think they're more your speed.
Yeah.
Gotta start using those Heelys, bro.
Yeah, as I turn, I'm
And
going to
then-
Healy out the bar.
He T-pose Heelys out of the bar.
What?
Assert your
Yeah.
dominance.
I have Heelys, apparently. I bought them a long time ago, and I forgot that I had them.
Yeah, so you didn't know that,
He-
Philip,
he-
but we ran into the Craigmart, and he bought those, and I got the jar of bees that have been hiding underneath my coon pelt this entire time.
Awesome. As soon as I finish with the puns, I'm slapping Goobert on the top. It's Goobert.
She looks and says, "Yeah, that's a cat."
Wait, you hit your cat?
No, I like set him down on the table.
Oh, I thought you said you slapped Goobert. And you just like,
This is
like
Goobert.
smack the shit out of this cat.
Goobert.
You
Why
can
is
fit
it
so
Goobert?
many
It's
fucking
Goobert.
pets in this thing.
You can fit so many fucking scritches in this boy.
Nice.
Back to Shortwing. You tail this man as he leaves the bar. You see him sort of walk out, look left, look right, look left again, and then he turns right and starts to go down the road. And you tail him for a little bit, staying at a pretty safe distance. And as you see him turn the corner, you follow him again. And he seems to walk a little bit faster and faster, turning more corners here and there before he stops.
Mind you, I do have
Whoa.
stealth as a depicted trait on cat, so, but carry on.
Yeah, no, I got you. You see him stop, seemingly at a random location almost. I want you to give me a perception check.
How far am I from this individual? Is it like down an alleyway?
Down an alleyway, I'd probably say a good 15 feet.
It says perception in the keen stats. I don't know if that means advantage. Should I investigate?
I don't know what keen stats is.
Because sometimes they have like for example, so it says under traits, climb, perception, stealth, keen smell, and claws. So I'm just wondering if like there's an advantage. I don't know. I'll just roll flat. It's fine. So I got 16 plus 7, so did pretty good, Dad.
Thanks, son.
23.
I'm proud of you.
I did good. I did good, Dad.
You see him sort of knock the back of his knuckles against the wall of the building he's leaning against in a sort of rhythmic pattern before he stands up and then walks away again.
He stands up. Like, wait, is he sitting down?
Sorry. He was like leaning against the wall and like tapping against the wall, and then he stands back up again, and then walks away.
Okay, what was the notion of tapping? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, and then so is this like in an alleyway, and then he like goes the other direction, or?
Then he goes back into the main street.
Okay. Do I lose sight of him? Like I'm looking down an alleyway, and he's like walking further after he does that, or does he make a turn?
Yeah, he walked into the street and then turns and walks just down the main road.
Okay. I want to hesitate for a second. Like no doors open or anything or nothing.
No. You wait about half a minute, maybe to a minute at most, probably, before you realize nothing's really happening.
It was a random brick wall. Is it like literally a wall or part of a building?
It's part of a building.
No doors nearby, huh?
There's a door to the front of the building, yeah.
So this is the back of it?
This is the side. It's an alleyway.
Okay. Can I like do a soft loop and see if I can identify a name of business or some sort?
It does look to be a business. It looks to be a residence of sorts. Nothing particularly stands out. It's a pretty plain white and blue trim building.
Okay. Is there windows on the second story?
There's not.
It's just solid brick, huh?
It's a single story building.
Okay. Any other traits that should be known to me?
Nothing particularly stands out to you.
Blends in with all the other buildings.
Mm-hmm.
This city is a shit code if it's a residence with no windows. Sips tea.
Says the city planner guy, the architecture dude.
No one asked for your fucking opinion, Tony.
I'm gonna pull the glasses off. Looks like all these buildings aren't even a glass half full.
He's having too much fun with those.
Oh, I am.
Jeff's gonna break him in the next combat scenario because he's sick of them already.
No, you won't. They're going in the bag.
Hey, I never say you can put things inside the bag. Honestly, you take things out of the bag.
No, I meant my bag, but like my satchel.
Okay.
Okay, so where he walked back into the street, can I see? I probably lost him by this point, huh?
You kind of see him in the distance, but much farther away than previously, and you sort of try to follow his trail again, and you end up back at the bar you're at previously.
Okay, so I'm just going to come back into the bar, and then I'm gonna like jump back on the bar next to Philip and the other cat.
As you walk back in the bar, you see that same person you were chasing now sitting at a different table, just sort of minding his P's and Q's.
Oh wait, he did come back to the bar? Oh, okay, so
he did come back to the bar.
Before I get back in, I like right over the top. Before I get back to the bar, I'm going to wait for a few minutes, but I'm going to turn back into human form, so I'm not mystically reappearing after. That's
sure.
Kind of sus. So I'm outside, like, hanging out. Catching a drag.
As the cool kids do.
Shortwing, that was a
Smoking
long
some pipe
piss.
weed, like my boy Gandalf.
Yeah, blow cover 101. No, good. I haven't come back in yet. Anything you guys were doing while I was gone, I guess? Something room, something cat drinking milk at the bar again.
Yeah, I guess the cat is Gobert still drinking up like a good little boy.
Okay, well, I'll come back in and look around, and I'll find them at the table and go sit down. And how far might this random guy that I stalked be away from us?
Probably like 10, 15 feet, sitting at a different table, just minding his own business.
By himself?
Yeah.
Not sus at all?
No. Just chilling.
Wait, did I miss something, or did this dude just like go in a circle and then come right back to the same bar?
So
Yeah,
I'm supposed
exactly.
to.
I mean, you don't know that.
Yeah.
You saw him leave, and I don't know if you happen to notice him come back, but that is what Shortwing watched.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to communicate this because we're 10 feet away from this stranger that, you know. So like, hey, dude made a walk, did a tap, and came back, and I watched the whole thing. You know, just shout
Philip
that.
is going to try something. Philip's going to try something. Philip's going to sit down for about 10 minutes, sip on some food, and cast Speak with Animals. I'm a barbarian.
Yeah, you and your patrons hang out for your 10 minutes. I don't know what your other friends are doing for these 10 minutes.
Eating food.
I guess eating food, chilling, vibing with the general atmosphere.
Eating them dirty chicken wings.
You can now speak with animals as a ritual spell. Well, who do you want to talk to?
Gobert, do you understand me now? What?
What just happened?
I scared my cat and I did that.
He speaks it.
Gobert, can you understand me now? Gobert,
It definitely recognizes what you're saying, but it doesn't really say anything.
Gobert, put your hand on my paw. Put your paw on my hand.
That was me making a noise.
Gobert, put your paw on my hand if you can understand me.
It lifts its little paw and puts it right on your hand.
Fuck yeah! Gobert, what is the bag like? Is it good? I'm doing a thumbs up, or bad thumbs down.
Its ears turn down and its tail kind of goes between its legs. Doesn't look very happy with the mention of the bag.
Do you want to go back in the bag?
It hisses.
Okay. Do you want to stay out of the bag and be my friend?
It looks at you and looks cautious.
I'll give you a lot of food.
Warms up a little bit.
I'll give you treats.
Now it's kind of purring a little.
Did like milk? Question mark.
I'll make sure the bag never gets near you.
It looks satisfied, but still timid.
Would you like a collar?
It sort of just like looks at you again. I don't think it understands the word collar.
Would you like a little hat? And I'm going to do like a tipping of a hat motion. Would you like a hat?
I don't think it understands what hats are either.
Would you like some glasses?
Once again, it doesn't understand these concepts because it's a cat.
I'm putting the glasses on him.
And sort of like meows and they fall off because they don't quite fit a cat-sized head.
Magic glasses freeform to the cat's head.
Looks like I'm feline good.
Oh, yeah! I hate that.
I'm just gonna spend time talking with Gobert. Because I still don't know you turned into a cat. So I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Cat. Who are you?"
I didn't. I turned into.
He's already turned back into himself.
So I was gonna walk in, but if that guy had any idea that I was trailing him, I didn't realize. I completely whiffed on the detail that he's in the bar. I didn't want to be the cat that followed him. Just randomly shows up at the bar.
I'm just gonna spend 10 minutes talking with Gobert. It only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah. You talk. You chill. He doesn't quite speak English, or he recognizes the words you're saying, but he can't really repeat anything back to you.
So another thing that I want to do is, man, I did this before already. I need to double check the I need to check the information on Hunter's Mark because I did it once and I don't know the actual. So it is verbal. Components is V. That means verbal, correct?
Yes.
It's only up to an hour though.
What you should do, but I recommend as your DM, is to confer with your allies on what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because right now we still have two guys at the bar, one guy sitting with you, and none of you have talked about what's going on so far.
Yeah, I was trying to find an in-game way to do that, and then I also want to be able to keep track of this guy, but it's not really efficient for me to Hunter's Mark him because it's just a short duration. So.
Should we be going? Do you guys still want to come here? We should maybe go talk about the plan, maybe find an inn. It's probably going to be getting late soon.
Yeah, I would agree. Possibly we just need to find something just for the evening at the very minimum. Nothing serious.
Or at least find one.
Right.
And,
Nothing serious.
Or something, I don't know. Wait, was there...
Aramin, you had recommended we stay outside town. Did the barkeep offer any type of room service?
I did not ask, but I will now. So I'll go up to the bar as well. Excuse me, do you have rooms for rent?
Yes, I do. It's 10 silver, 10 silver a night.
What a bargain. Yeah.
I run a tight ship around here.
How big are the rooms?
Standard size, you know. And she like shows you a little floor plan layout.
She's got a brochure.
Yeah, a little brochure.
All right, I'll get a room. I'll get 2 rooms for the night. One for those 3, and then one for me.
Sure. I'll make sure that your accommodations are as required. The room will be ready in about a couple hours, if that's okay with you.
Cool, and I'll give her 20 silver.
Sure.
And then I'll go back to the crew and let them know that we have rooms
Is that
for the
gentleman
night.
still sitting at the table like 10, 15 feet away from us?
Yep, just chilling.
Just looking at the table, not even drinking a beer.
He's scrolling on Twitter. He's got his fantasy phone out.
So I'm assuming they're at the table. I'll plop the key on the table. This is for you. This one's for me.
You got your own room?
I was feeling like splurging.
Frisky.
Okay, so I don't think I have any paper or parchment. Wait.
Airman, do you have anything to write on?
Oh, I do, but this is my spell book. Why don't we just go into our room? You could
We'll
talk
be
about
ready in a couple hours,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
I've got this small sort of scrap of scroll if you want it.
Okay.
So, I take it and I put at the top without looking, and then I draw the table and put a little smiley face, and then I point an arrow and it says sus. And so
I shouldn't have done that in character voice. I should have just described it, but I held down my character prompt. So yeah, so they know like who it is, and yeah.
Interesting.
I guess we'll stay aware of it.
It's a very nice drawing.
does it look like Gobert?
Does it look like
You
Gilbert?
see
Play
Gobert
play
sort of,
along,
like,
so we don't look suspicious.
nibble at the paper
Drawing
a little bit.
I said, does it look
Oh.
like Gobert?
I would not say that it does not look that good. It looks okay.
There we go. Covered our tracks.
All right, I guess we're just gonna shoot the shit for a couple hours, eh?
Is that what you guys want to do?
Are there any bar games here?
Not the top of my head.
There's no fucking
I
darts?
didn't put any in here.
What kind of fucking dive bar is this?
I'm sure there's darts there. Yes.
I want to
don't-
reveal details, but I don't want to do it in a room where we're 10 feet away from the guy. So
I would like to
that
shoot
means-
darts, please.
Does
the other
guy look buff? Like athletic?
Medium build, not super jacked, but athletic.
I want to go over there and sit at the table and... You look like a stronger man than the people I travel with. I'm looking for an arm wrestling friend. Or... Wait, I gotta come up with a pun. 1 second. Go to them, I'll figure it out.
I am unstoppable.
No. You won't forearm get me.
Oh,
You won't forget me. There we go. Forget.
I liked Casey's better, I think.
Yeah, I think I got that
terrible.
one.
Screw you.
Both equally terrible. He just looks up from his drink and looks at you and just goes, "I'm not interested."
Are you sure?
He just stares at you quietly.
Another sunglass flick.
Another sunglass flick. Because.
Can you imagine? What are you doing, sir?
Give me a second.
I just realized
Come on.
all of you have glasses except for me.
I'm not wearing mine right
Fucking
now. so-
odd man out.
Yeah, I'm blind as fuck. Life goes on.
Mine's a style
I gotta come up
choice.
with a good
I don't
point.
have to wear them.
Really?
Yeah. I've like.
I think I've taverned a chance to talk with you if you beat me in an arm wrestling fight.
That one's pretty good. I like that one. I approve.
That was good. I'm
I'm
not
unstoppable.
interested.
Yeah.
The man is amazed by your puns and immediately accepts your challenge.
Or annoyed and doesn't want to talk to you further.
That's what Jeff should have
I'd
said.
like to learn the spell Compel Duel.
Hey, you should have brought the Ring of Friendship so that he can't resist your urge to be a friend.
I don't know. Maybe. I have a
Oh.
cat. The cat is I know what will change.
What are we
you.
doing?
And with Gobert still on the thing, I'm pulling something else out of the bag.
I thought it's only
Aaron,
once per
we
day.
literally have a sanctuary robe. We don't have to pay for rooms anymore.
No, it's fine.
A private place to talk?
Oh, true. I guess we have to wait for our dumbass friend, though.
Look, I never said Velv was intelligent.
True.
Glasses make them pretty verbally intelligent.
All right, let's see what you pull out of the bag.
Come on.
Another cat.
Another cat.
A dog.
Boom!
Oh,
You reach into the bag, and although it's not as deep as last time you try to get in there, and you pull out a goldfish,
Is it just in water? Like out of water?
just flopping around.
It fucking dies.
well, Gobert has some
As it's
food.
flopping around, I'm gonna be like, I know I can see fish pulling glass up. I know I can see fishing sometimes, but I'm a really trustworthy person. I'm gonna throw it for Gobert to go catch.
How has he not punched you in the face yet? I am
Gobert,
intrigued.
catch!
Imagine if some stranger walks up to you at a bar, playing with his glasses, and then suddenly pulls out a goldfish.
I haven't had the chance
I would
to
wanna
roll any
leave that
persuasion
table.
checks. I haven't had the chance to roll any persuasion checks.
Yeah, because you're just doing stupid shit. He just stands up and walks out of the bar as you throw this fish across the tavern.
Holy shit.
All right.
Is everybody
Things
looking
that
at
swerve.
Village?
Philip, come here, please.
Come on.
I will also say this: Philip's been drinking this whole time. He's definitely wasted.
He's lost in
All
the
right,
sauce.
I think it's
He's legally
time.
allowed these actions.
Once he comes over here, I'm going to use my Osis's retreat cloak. For the listeners, as an action, I can well up I guess it's weird to do inside the bar, huh?
a little bit. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to lead us all outside the bar and then use the fucking tent.
Huzzah.
Are you just gonna do this in the middle of the street? Or are you gonna walk away a
Is
little
there
bit?
like
What
an
are you gonna
open
do?
plaza or something?
Yeah, it's not really a plaza. It's more like some wider streets and some more narrow streets. I'm sure if you go closer towards like the docks, maybe it's probably a more wide area.
Wait, is it a tent or isn't it just teleport us? to the
No,
domain?
it says okay, as an action, you well up to 10 other willing creatures. Oh, it is teleported. It's not a
It's a
Ah.
teleport.
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter for him. I thought, like, I was
Yeah,
confused.
edit
I didn't think
this
there was a
out.
tent. I thought we were
It's
just
still
like, bing.
I
you know.
fucked up. Edit this out.
I will say, however, if you're going to suddenly disappear in thin air in a public place when you're trying to stay low, not really staying low.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll try to like find like a back alley or something that, you know, we seem pretty inconspicuous.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the.
We're out of the bar.
Hey, bartender.
and I'm gonna pull off the glasses. It's less of a pun, and I'm just gonna go very drunkenly. Well, here I am. What are your other two wishes?
Roll me a charisma check to see how this pans out for you. With
Yeah!
disadvantage,
Plus
'cause
5,
you're
baby.
drunk.
Oh, fucking 17.
Disadvantage, but plus 5.
17.
I was gonna say advantage.
Oh, disadvantage?
Come on, that's a good
Disadvantage.
line.
He's
You're
drunk
kidding
though.
me. Oh, I could have had a 24. 17.
Like I said, he is drunk. She rolls her eyes and giggles and says, "You're real charming, honey. Come back later tonight and we'll see what happens."
Sounds good to me. And I'm gonna pick up Gobert and put it back on my
Philip,
shoulder.
let's go.
I request that
So-
you guys role play that encounter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to wait till I'm in bed. Then I want to listen.
That's for our OnlyFans. The
We can make that a short for YouTube.
We could actually like make money.
Like,
yeah.
why wouldn't we? Like, that's an easy short.
Anyway,
Maybe. I don't know. Depends, because it can get kind of explicit for YouTube, I guess.
anyway,
So the four of you leave the tavern, and as you sort of walk around a little bit, trying to find a inconspicuous place to to hop in Ari's jacket.
You'll crawl into the dumpster.
Someone taps on your shoulder, Rufus.
I instinctively turn around, ready to attack, but who is it?
He a very tall and thin man with purple hair, sort of sits back and goes, "Whoa, whoa, buddy, whoa! I hear you're looking for information. I can put in a good word with the Weaver if you can pay the price. Name's Neff.
Neff, what's your price?
It's not my price; it's the Weaver's price.
What's the Weaver's price?
Well, the price depends on what you're looking for.
A conversation. Oh, I should say that in character.
Yeah, I was gonna
A
try to think of a way
conversation.
to say this.
We don't need the Weaver's help. And Neff said,
Trying to get that yeah down, Pat.
We are in search, or we in need of an audience with her.
Well, I can't quite get you an audience. It's not quite how the Weaver works. But you ask her a question, she'll get you an answer.
Are you saying that I need to give you money so that you can pass along a message?
No.
This is the oldest trick in the ghetto
Okay,
book.
I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna
Get
step
out of
in.
here.
Roo, relax, and then I'm gonna rub my hands and I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Oh my god.
Well, can I respond to him first?
Sure.
Before you start going in here blasting spells, he just goes, whoa. You don't pay anything up front. You tell me what you want to know. I talk to the Weaver. I come back to you with the price. You agree or don't agree. That's how it works.
I'm still gonna rub my hands and say, I think you want to just lead us to the Weaver so we can meet them in person.
Shalom. It's
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw, right?
That's the magic spell, man.
Well, that's a nat 20, so you can fuck right off, buddy.
Suggestion very
He
strong.
just goes,
16.
listen, man.
Great save, DC. Can't fucking get it tonight, though.
He just goes, listen, buddy, that's not how this works. I don't talk to the Weaver personally. This is just how it's going to go.
How do I know I can trust you?
Can you trust anyone around here?
I suppose not.
You're free to roll an insight check if you choose to do so.
I choose to do so.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's not going to work. Okay.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
I'm like really not good at
super
understanding
trustworthy.
people. All right.
Well, introverted in the factory.
Yeah, clearly. Fuck, I don't know, man. I mean, I can't just be like, "Where's my mom?"
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Where's Martha?
Where's Rachel?
Where are the other troops going?
Where are they?
You can just say like her name or a specific person.
I'm looking for someone. She's an elven woman, not from here. Her name is Marigold. She was
All right.
potentially taken by the alchemical military. I'm not sure.
All right. Here, go to Dock 6 in about 2 hours, and I'll meet you there.
Very well. Thank you, Neff.
And with that, Neff walks away and almost dissolves into the busy streets of the docks. You make your way to Dock 6 because it just so happens that all the docks are numbered because that's how places work.
On the way there, can I tell him about the suspicious Jew and the brick knocky guy?
Yeah, I'm sure that during this time you all fill each other in and all the things that happened in the tavern previously.
We're about
And
to
you
swim
stand-
at the fishes.
I also hope you guys really appreciate my really terrible Boston accent because that was really bad.
I
That
also
was a
feel like it
Boston accent?
Boston.
I got a Boston accent. Yeah,
I
man.
thought
That was a Boston accent?
I thought that
I'm
was
trying to
supposed to be
sound-
New York.
Yeah, I
I
thought
was
you were
trying
trying
to
to do
sound
like a
like
New
the
York
scout.
gangster.
Sure, either
The
one.
stout.
Like, see.
They're not the same.
Like, yeah, see?
It's whatever.
Yeah, I definitely thought Boston. I just didn't want to say it. I don't know.
Bro, people
not
know what
good
fucking
either way. It wasn't a
Boston
good
accents
accent.
sound like, apparently. All right, continue.
You stand outside the boat inside Dock 6, which is called Rodin's 3, and it's just, it's bobbing quietly up and down with the waves of the bay. Time passes, and eventually Neff returns with a scroll of parchment in his hand. All right, mates, listen up. The Weaver is prepared to offer you a deal. We'll give you the information you're looking for, but only if you can get some information for her. You see, the Weaver's docks has the one and only airship dock in all of Killeth, and the Weaver always knows what comes in, and every ship lands on these docks, airship or not, military or otherwise. But there's something coming on this airship tonight that they keep it under wraps from everyone. All you gotta do is find out what's on that airship. You can go look for information at the Great Oak Military School. You can go achieve the ship manifest at the docks at Elon's Edge. Get that information, and the Weaver is in. Got it?
Ooh, a little spec
to-
op. I like it.
Confer with my compatriots here.
Of course. And he sort of steps away a little bit to give you guys some space.
What do you guys think? Should we trust him?
Probably
I see no
not,
reason why
but
not to.
we haven't found anybody else that could help, so
I suppose we are somewhat low on options. All right. I'll turn back around and say, we'll take the job.
You got yourself a deal. And he sticks his hand out.
He doesn't spit on it first.
No.
I'm going to shake his hand.
Yeah, he gives you a nice, firm handshake and says, all right, you come find me on the streets when you got the information, and you're golden.
Pony
All
boy.
right.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
end scene.
Yeah.
Well, not quite. Because now is where you guys have to figure out what you're going to do next. Where do you guys want to go?
Get the blowjob.
How are you guys planning on getting in
Beam
there?
me up, Scotty.
Okay, so
mean-
what do we know? We know there's a ship coming into the docks. It has some information on something on it. We need to know what's on the ship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
He mentioned
Okay.
several
The
ways.
What's on the
contents of
ship?
Airship. There's an airship coming in to the Weaver's docks. This is the only airship port in all of Killerth, and the Weaver wants to know what's inside that ship. Whatever's on that shipment, she wants to know.
Okay.
The options that he gave you is that you can possibly try to find a ship manifest over at Elon's Edge, which is the military docks close to the Citadel, or you can try to find your way in and talk to the folks at the Great Oak Military School. Or if you guys have a third option you guys want to go for, you are free to discuss that amongst you as players.
Philip has to go get a blowjob later.
All right. I feel like the easiest option, perhaps, since we've already been to the military academy and that seemed like a bit of a dead end, perhaps we should go to Ilion's Edge and try and find that manifest.
That could be a good place to start. I do think we haven't exhausted all of our options for finding information.
All right.
Depending on when the ship comes in, maybe we can see if there's a chance of sneaking on it, perhaps, but I'm not sure yet.
Well,
Could do that.
regardless of what happens, I hope it'll be enough information.
I regret this magic item already.
Jeff is physically exhausted.
My eye roll shakes the fucking ground. So seismic.
You chose the wrong person to give a pun item. This is our lives now.
I
Deal with it.
Deal with it, motherfucker. I'm actually super
Christ.
happy. I'm so
Well, this is the part where I need to know what you guys are going to do next, so I can write that part.
We just said,
yeah.
Probably. Well, when's the ship coming? Did we get that information?
yeah, 2
Okay.
hours.
You did not. They said.
Wait,
they
in
said
2
tonight.
hours? Oh, overnight.
Yeah.
They said tonight.
So
sometime tonight.
we don't have to do it, but the tent thingy, I think time doesn't pass when you're in it. The world thingy.
I don't think I put that in there.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
thought
Let me
you
see.
did. Maybe I was wrong.
Let me see.
We have no need to rest. So, I'm just saying, I think I remember you saying that time doesn't pass.
Time passes
So
the
that-
same, though creatures
Yeah.
may age slower. Time passes
Yes.
is the same, though.
What was the duration you could stay in it? 24 hours or something?
There is no limitation on this. You can be there as long as you want.
Someone's about to have the final blow on you and just beam up and stay there for
But
a month.
there's 10 days between uses.
Yeah. Interesting.
Get out of jail free card.
I'm just gonna. Bill's just gonna start flirting with him.
We just said we're going to the Elon Edge.
So you're going to go to the docks?
Yes.
All right. Next session, we go to the docks. Scene, boys.
Yeah.
Elon's edging.
No, that's something different.